I'm really just chasing the titles, and I'm just really looking to beat whoever is the best in my division. Because like I said, people, once you beat them, you're always gonna need another person. You're gonna need another person, and I don't really feel like there's that one fighter I'm after. You know, I just want to show my greatness and then just keep continuing to beat great fighters in the sport. I think that just shows what level of boxing I'm at. When that guy, he has everything. He has speed, he has defense, he has power, he has everything. So it's a dangerous fighter. He has a lot of experience. He's hungry, he's a power puncher, and he wants it. You know, he's excited. He came to the table excited. So these are the type of fighters I want to fight, because I know at the end of the day, once I get a fighter that's really hungry in there, he pushes me to the next level and he brings the best out of me.
Yeah. Bro, Benavidez is taking into
the shadow realm.
Bro, he's not playing with, bro.
I just think certain can handle, you know what I'm saying, certain punches differently.
Ooh.
Brandon. Now,
okay.
I had a big hematoma on this kept fighting.
No, but you gotta realize, it ain't about power, bro. It ain't even like Benavidez is the biggest puncher. He is putting them together, bop, 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 over and over.
That nigga, he gonna be a bobblehead too, bop, bop, and keep coming.
We haven't seen
and keep coming.
I ain't seen nobody put combos together like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying about Jai Opetaia.
He's drowning, bro.
It seemed like David Benavidez do good with like Nick standing in front of him. He had issues with David Morrell. I was telling Q, I see Jai Opetaia like a bigger version of David Morrell.
I'm gonna tell him it's okay to say no, Opetaia. You haven't proven yourself right now. I want somebody who's proven like I am. I want Usyk. That's what he should do.
David Benavidez sparks major intrigue as he reveals the real reason he is willing to step into a high-risk test against Jai Opetaia. He says the Opetaia clash pulls him in because it carries the same intensity and stakes seen in the Eubank and Ben situation.
Opportunity presents itself, and I could stop him or knock him out. I'm definitely going to be trying to do that all night, because at the end of the day, that's what I do. I don't waste my time trying to take it to the scorecards. This guy doesn't either. So, like I said, it's two warriors going at it. We're two Rams going at it. Nobody's gonna back up. He's not gonna back up. I'm not gonna back up. But this is what boxing needs to return to. The boxing fans need fights like this, just like how Eubanks and Ben. This is a great fight. It was not too much technique in the fight, but they were just going back and forth the whole fight. But that's exciting. That's what we want to see, and that's what I want to be a part of.
As anticipation builds, Shakur Stevenson backs Benavidez, calling him a beast and saying only elite fighters can share the ring with him.
Stylistically, how you see that fight going?
I got Benavidez.
Still?
Yeah. I think Benavidez is a beast. I think you're going to have to be on an elite level to even be in the ring with him.
This your chance to on Benavidez, because he was throwing shade at you a little bit.
I mean, I think that's what social media make it.
That's
they make it like that, but I don't think he already done said
it seemed like he was just talking. And
every time I see him, he tell me that I'm a great fighter, that I'm a hell of a fighter. So for me, I'm just believing by what he say. I don't believe that.
You can't go by the internet.
Towards me.
Some still believe Jai could stop Benavidez, but Shakur argues that Jai failed to finish Brandon and tends to slow down as fights progress.
I don't know. I think Jai does, present some,
he's a great threat. He's
tools
a big dude with a punch.
that can, you know what I'm saying, knock Benavidez off. He's an athletic guy.
But if he get tired,
guys though, like guys that's big that can punch.
No, I'm not saying he's big. I'm saying he's athletic as well.
Let me ask you something. See, if he get tired against Benavidez like he did against Brandon Glenn, what do you think the outcome going?
Well, the man got tired of hitting a walking punching bag, man.
Right? Nigga, Benavidez would have got tired too, nigga.
No, he would not.
Brandon Glenn would just kept walking punching bag, bro.
Benavidez would have stopped him, got rid of him, bro. And I love Brandon as a person. Like, he really a cool ass nigga, but like on some real boxing.
Shakur strongly defends Benavidez, insisting the idea that Jai can knock him out is pure illusion. He pushes back against fans who believe Benavidez struggles with fighters who stand their ground, pointing to how he dealt with opponents like Morrell and still came through tough moments. Shakur also questions the comparison between Jai and Benavidez, saying people are ignoring levels and styles when making that judgment, and he sees the whole argument as overrated and not realistic at all.
That's what I'm saying about Jai Opetaia.
He's drowning, bro.
It seemed like David Benavidez do good with like Nick standing in front of him. He had issues with David Morrell. I was telling Q, I see see Jai Opetaia like a bigger version of David Morrell and slightly better. You know what I'm saying? And hit harder.
Better?
Jai Opetaia is slightly better than David Morrell.
Hell yeah, he better.
Than
Than
David
Morrell.
Morrell.
They only had 11 fights when he fought him.
That's the thing where it's like when you lose in boxing, y'all kind of like
No, we not throwing
take
niggas
away
David
from
that's my
how
guy.
good
David
the
Morrell
guys
my guy.
is.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
So how do what makes you think he's better? He didn't fight better competition. If we're gonna talk boxing, let's talk boxing.
Just the eye test.
The eye test. Oh my God, the eye test. The famous eye test, bro. The famous eye test always.
In a shocking claim, Shakur insists Opetaia has a weaker resume than even Morrell. In his view, Morrell has faced bigger names and tougher tests, while Opetaia has not yet shared the ring with any major established opponent. Because of that, he believes placing him on the same level as Benavidez is completely misleading. Shakur argues the comparison ignores experience and opposition quality, calling the hype around Opetaia against elite names a clear case of overestimation.
Are we like being real? Off of David Morrell's resume, he's a better fighter than Jai
Opetaia.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, resume for sure.
He done fought better fighters.
Who?
Who Jai Opetaia done fought?
I seen that. That's the knock.
I don't know who nobody.
He waiting on.
I thought
Yeah,
he fought
waiting on
Brandon
his way
Glenn.
in.
He fought Brandon Glenn.
Oh man, the who was making his run at cruiserweight, the same who Usyk beat. Got the name, but man, he fought name.
You know the nigga name.
God.
That's because cruiserweight is a division that I don't really look out for. To be honest,
I'm just saying.
I never looked out for that division.
I just don't look at it like he just way better than David Morrell.
You don't see it like that.
Nigga ain't have enough experience, man. Nigga had 11 fights.
Such is the level of Benavidez that even boxing's most valuable technician, Shakur Stevenson, sees him as dangerous, though not unbeatable. Terence Crawford has also, at one point, shown hesitation about stepping into the ring with Benavidez. In the heat of discussion, the real reason Crawford leaned toward a fight with Canelo also comes into focus, as he suggests Canelo was not that much bigger physically in comparison, making the matchup feel more manageable and realistic for his style and approach. He emphasized that while he is willing to face anyone, matchups like this require careful thought about weight and overall advantage in the ring.
Would you ever entertain a fight with the Mexican monster David Benavidez? What you want, Canelo? What you want, Canelo?
You gotta understand, like.
But I gotta ask you, bro, because I can't, you know.
My thing is, Benavidez is a big dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not to say I won't fight him. I fought his brother. You know what I mean? His brother was big when I fought him. But, you know what I mean? Benavidez is a big dude. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. Like, he might be thick, you know what I mean, but he's not a big dude.
While highlighted why a fight with Canelo felt more realistic in comparison, Crawford suggested the physical gap was less extreme than what Benavidez presents. He described Benavidez as a naturally big fighter who can enter the ring at a very heavy weight, making the matchup closer to a jump toward heavyweight conditions than a normal bout. This same discussion circles back to Opetaia, as comparisons are drawn across divisions, with questions raised about whether he belongs in the same elite conversation or if the level difference, like with Benavidez, is being underestimated.
You know what I mean? Like, Benavidez is like 6 foot something. You know what I mean? Then he gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude. Like, you know what I mean?
And he's skilled, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Yeah.
Benavidez's size is seen as a major hurdle for big names like Crawford, especially at a time when Benavidez is explaining his interest in Opetaia. At this time, other boxing legends are advising him to change direction. Roy Jones Jr., for instance, encourages Benavidez to avoid the Opetaia route and instead focus on Usyk. In his view, Opetaia does not bring the same level of anticipation, danger, experience, or risk that Usyk represents. However, Benavidez's size could still shape the discussion, potentially even pushing him toward a heavyweight challenge where both Usyk and Opetaia comparisons overlap.
You go up and fight Usyk while you're hot, and it makes sense. You can always come back down and fight Opetaia if you want to. You understand? If you lost to Usyk, Opetaia fight still there. If you lose to Opetaia, Usyk fight gone. So be smart about this thing. Go take Usyk while the iron is hot. If you beat Usyk, you don't know how to see Opetaia unless he want to come to heavyweight. Now he can go super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiser heavy. Why would you play with a guy who's just as dangerous as Usyk, not as known as Usyk, not gonna bring you as much money as Usyk, when you can just go straight to Usyk? That's kind of crazy.
According to Roy, his stance is similar to what Shakur says about Opetaia not being experienced enough, but he takes it further with stronger criticism. Jones blasts Opetaia for not yet proving his record at the highest level. He firmly states that while the opportunity is there for Benavidez, he should prioritize a fight with Usyk instead of Opetaia for now. In his view, Opetaia has not built the resume required, and only after reaching that level should such a fight be considered, not at this stage.
In a boxing ring, with those 10-ounce gloves on, anything can happen. And that's my words to Dave Benavidez, because I know he listens to me, he looks up to me, thinks a lot of me. I'm gonna tell him it's okay to say, no, Opetaia, you haven't proven yourself right now. I want somebody who's proven like I am. I want Usyk. That's what he should do. Without a question.
Adding into the mix is Tim Bradley's blunt message on the idea of Benavidez versus Opetaia, where he believes it could end in Opetaia being overwhelmed by the Mexican monster. Bradley breaks it down by comparing styles and toughness, arguing that Benavidez is the kind of fighter who forces opponents into deep waters and tests their heart under pressure. He points to past examples where Benavidez broke down strong opponents through relentless pace and physicality. In his view, once Opetaia is drawn into that kind of fight, his rhythm and stamina could fade, leading to Benavidez taking full control.
Opetaia, hell yeah, he beat Opetaia. Oh, I'ma double down. He gonna beat Opetaia. I double down on that one. He gonna beat Opetaia. See, Opetaia got good feet. Yeah, he can box, but he can be drugged into a fight. And if you know anything about David Benavidez, just like he did with Ramirez, he's the one of those guys that's gonna test your heart. He gonna test what you have in here. And once he go to Jai's ass and he tests what he has in here, Jai gonna lose his shit. Jai ain't gonna be boxing and moving around. Jai gonna be looking to fight. Jai gonna get tired too. Yeah, because Jai, if you look at the history of Jai Opetaia, he get tired. Yes, he gets tired, period. And I stand on that.
Former Australian boxer Anthony Mundine sees flaws in Benavidez's style that Opetaia could be the only one to truly exploit. Reflecting on the Ramirez and Benavidez fight, Mundine praises Benavidez for moving up in weight and still dominating with speed and power. However, he points out clear defensive gaps that went unpunished due to lack of power from Ramirez. From his perspective, those openings become far more dangerous against a fighter like Opetaia, who he believes represents the top level of the cruiserweight division and the real test for Benavidez moving forward.
What's up, my peoples? Anybody that watched the Ramirez and Benavidez fight, mad fight. Benavidez done a marvelous job coming off from light heavyweight and dominating like that. He still had his speed, he still had his power, but I've seen flaws in his game, defensive flaws. This Ramirez didn't have the pop to capitalize on it. The man of that division, the cruiserweight division, is Jai Opetaia.
Mundine goes further by calling for that matchup to happen next, arguing it is the only way to prove who truly rules the cruiserweight division. He believes Opetaia brings a complete package, capable of outboxing Benavidez while also matching him physically in close exchanges. According to him, Opetaia can fight on the inside, control distance, and still handle pressure if needed. Mundine stresses that both fighters claim to want the best competition, and in his view, Opetaia is that benchmark. The only question now is whether Benavidez is ready to accept that challenge at this stage.
They need to run that next. See who really is the one in the cruiserweight division. I believe it's Jai. I believe he can outbox Benavidez, and he can outmuscle him too. He can fight on the inside. So, man, let's see if they're about it. They say they want to fight the best. Well, Jai is the best.
Opetaia's experience and resume are often questioned, but one fight in his career stands out above the rest, and that is his clash with Benavidez, an opponent linked to Alexander Usyk's era. Benavidez reflects on that period and explains that his bout with Usyk felt easier compared to facing Opetaia. He notes that age played a major role, saying recovery becomes much harder around the late 30s, which affects performance at the highest level. In his view, recovery is the key factor for any athlete, and without it, even elite preparation cannot deliver the same results inside the ring.
Was Usyk the hardest fight of your career? Was that the most difficult fight?
Sure. Usyk самый трудный твой был. I think no. I think with Jai Opetaia was more difficult. Why? Because when I fought with Alexander Usyk, I was more younger, but yeah, it's most difficult is when you have a year, like around 39, 30, 40, then your recovery go very, very slow, and this is the most important for all the athletes who train.
And yet the belief from those who have worked closely with Opetaia remains extremely high, with some even claiming he is faster than Usyk based on sparring sessions. Dempsey McKean shares insights from those camp experiences, explaining that he has heard strong feedback from within training circles rather than making absolute claims himself. He points out that getting rounds with Opetaia, especially deep in camp, is considered a serious test because of his pace, work rate, and movement. McKean adds that Opetaia's speed, rhythm, and ability to stay active in and out of range make him one of the most difficult southpaws to prepare for at world level.
Not can you put credit to any claims, but can you see that there's a fighter there that perhaps may have given Fury bits of problems in sparring in the past?
Could have been, you know. It's I don't know. I don't know the truth behind it either. It's just probably those.
You must have asked.
Pardon?
You must have asked.
I asked my coach, who, because Taps Opetaia is kind of involved with our team also, which is Jai's father and trainer. So, you know, he's definitely a good fighter. He's a world champion for a reason, and to be able to get those rounds with him towards the end of camp, you know, there's not a better southpaw in the world. You know, the Usyk's right up there as well. Jai's a lot faster than Usyk, I find, and a lot higher work rate, in and out movement. He's got a lot of good things going for himself. So, to be able to, you know, get the good rounds out with Jai, you know, it's definitely even more of a confidence booster. And yeah, he's definitely world champ for a reason. He's a beast.
And this story reaches a stage where analysts are even pushing for both Benavidez and Opetaia to test themselves against Alexander Usyk. Ade Oladipo shares his thoughts on the situation, explaining that Opetaia should not be viewed as an unrealistic option for heavyweight discussions. He believes most already consider Opetaia the top cruiserweight and sees no issue with him stepping up. With other fighters already moving divisions, he questions what is next for Opetaia, suggesting heavyweight is the natural direction at this stage of his career.
Opetaia. Now, Opetaia shouldn't sound as crazy as some people think it is. I think most people regard Opetaia as the best cruiserweight in the world. He's just jumping up one weight class. Zerdo, who I wanted to see Opetaia fight, has just announced that he's having surgery. So what is Opetaia doing? He's 30. I'm sorry, get your ass to heavyweight. Like, for me, I've got a massive intrigue in seeing Opetaia versus Usyk just because of the movement.
Oladipo continues by explaining his fascination with a potential Opetaia versus Usyk clash, mainly because of the stylistic matchup and movement patterns both fighters bring. He highlights Opetaia's southpaw bounce and rhythm, comparing elements of his style to Usyk's own cruiserweight days. While Usyk remains the clear favorite, he feels the technical exchange and footwork battle make it a compelling idea. More than anything, he admits the matchup intrigues him far more than most heavyweight contests purely because of the speed, intelligence, and movement both men would bring into the ring.
Opetaia necessarily deserves it, but there's something about Opetaia's style, that southpaw bouncing, very reminiscent of Usyk at cruiserweight, where I think, oh, could Opetaia do something? Usyk's a favorite, obviously. I'm more intrigued by Itauma and Opetaia versus Usyk than any of the heavyweights. I'm so serious. There's something about them that intrigues me against Usyk.
And in the end, it all circles back to one question: who is really ready when the names get this big and the stakes get this high? Benavidez, Opetaia, Usyk, and the rest are all being pulled into the same conversation, but only a few will actually step into those moments and prove it inside the ring. So now it is your turn. Who wins these dream matchups, and who is biting off more than they can handle? Drop your take in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed the breakdown, and subscribe for more fight talk that keeps it real and stays ahead of the game.